Wow, hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's Dee. How's it going? First of all, hooray, new cable. Slightly shorter than I should have bought because I'm terrible at remembering how many feet/meters cables are. But it's fine. There's enough slack, it's not a big deal. And fortunately, crisis averted. Metaphor needed to be updated. And I was like, okay, that's fine. It got stuck. I had to stop the update and redo it, and I'm like, oh no. I tried to do this ahead of time. But it's like, you leave your computer to do its thing while you go do other stuff, and you come back and you're like, uh-oh. But it is patching and installing right now, and it's already like halfway done, so no problemo. We're good. Whew. But yeah, I was like, oh god. It's just one tech thing for me after another. I'm gonna have to run and get my drink in a second. Cause like I put the kettle on late, essentially, because I was like, I need to see if I can get this working. And if not, I need to decide what the heck we were gonna play otherwise. I can't just throw us all into ZZZ. I don't think maintenance is done yet. I updated the game already, but I'm pretty sure the servers are gonna be down until... It used to be like 10 p.m. Is it gonna be 9 p.m. now? Cause Grand Blue updates an hour earlier now because Japan doesn't do daylight savings time, so I'm not sure if the server is gonna if ZZZ server is falling under the same principle. Lily had my game open to update, looked over in horror as he said that only to see a maintenance message. Yeah. Mario and Luigi Brothership. That's right. Also, the Maid Cafe demo that we played during the summer is finally coming out in 2 weeks. Woohoo! Oh my god, hold on. Iduna started her new job. Oh my god, this poor girl. She started a new job, but there's issues with transit in our city right now because of all the construction. So, like, she finished at 6. First one, like, the bus just outright did not show up. Like, she checked the app and it, like, basically just poofed, was gone. So she's like, okay, you know what? Frick. She's like, I'm gonna miss my connection. Next time, I'm just gonna, like, walk 10 minutes and just catch my connection just straight up. She missed that one too. So she's like, I missed it, so my partner's coming with the car to pick me up because the next one isn't until 7:30. Oh my god, this poor girl. I had to pick up the phone because I just happened to look over at my non-streaming phone and I saw next one isn't until 7:30 and I was like, I had to make sure she wasn't like stranded or something. I would have been like, if you're close to my apartment, just come over. Just come over. Get your partner to pick you up here, but no, this poor girl was like still basically not that far from her work. Man. Busing is so bad right now. The terrors of public transit. We need public transit, because not everyone is comfortable driving, but holy shit. Lemao. Download's like stuck at 0% again. What is up with this game and hating my computer? I haven't gone around to what's the word I'm looking for? Moving it over to no. People having problems with the uncompressing. Ah, that sucks. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I noticed I still had the throttle downloads while streaming option, so I'm like, turn that off. Oh, no. I meant I haven't had a chance to move the game off. Might be better to leave it on the SSD for now. We'll have higher bandwidth for the larger game. True. I was just... Yeah, I realized what you meant as I started talking. You are correct. In my brain, I was just like, there's so little space because I have all of the gacha games on my internal SSD as well, but it is what it is. I just need to finish this game so I can free up the 326 megabytes this game takes up. Would not be the end of the world. True. Yeah, it's just, since it's a big game that takes a lot of time to install, I just haven't gone around to... I hadn't gone around to, like, potentially moving it over to my external, but hey. It is what it is. Alright, so it should be okay now. Let me just rearrange my desk. The carnage. And I'll get my drink, and then we can finally get going. But see? It took care of itself during our usual yapping time. Everything worked out beautifully. They're starting to take advantage of the... Oh. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Remember when we when terabytes first started, like terabyte hard drives first started happening, and we were all like, man, how do you fill a terabyte? Now the answer is like 500 pictures of your VTuber Oshis and 4 gacha games and 1 JRPG. You have a question? Yeah, Dee Dee's a nickname. My bestie Iduna gave me that nickname, and it just kind of has stuck. Cause like we called our occasional co-op segments Dee Dee and Duna, so it stuck. And I think it was Zon who coined it, but so there's Discord, and then calling it DD Cord became like a natural extension of it, because like, you know, you're just adding an extra D in there, so it's stuck. Hi, Art! Alright, give me 1 sec. Now that we know the game has updated successfully, I'm going to get my warm drink. DD mode! Oh my god, that's perfect. Oh! What a versatile nickname. I feel like I'm gonna have to start giving Iduna royalties at this rate. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna get my drink, and then we can chit-chat like for a few more minutes, and then we'll like get rolling, so hold tight. You know, I can see in the activity log that you bought a tomato, right? Alright, give me 1 sec. God sees all, as the song goes. The Niji Sanji song. But yes, thank you, Art. I'm very happy to hear that I'm your fave VTuber. Today is, Oshi Day, I believe. Or was it yesterday? I think it might have been yesterday in Japan because of the time change. And today it's Oshi Day. Either way. November 4th, but I think an extension is acceptable. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, that's right, because in Japanese, 4 can be read as she. So it's probably ichi for the 1 in 10, O for the 0, and then she for the 4. Everyday Oshi Day, yeah! But yes, Ranger, if you want to tomato me without me knowing, I think Zon has the system down because I think for the viewer attack, the throwables stay in your inventory, so to speak. So you just like buy these and you like hold on to them. And then that way when I least expect it, you could just smack me with a tomato. There we go. Happy, 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 happy! Coincidentally, speaking of cats, I was thinking of, what was it? Was it Sunday I was hanging out in Spooky's chat before stream? But she was talking about how she yells at her cat. I was just going through that with Mogu. Because I went to the bathroom very briefly before coming back, and I heard this thud, and Mogu had jumped up on the edge of the bathtub, and I'm like, hi! And then you hear, meow! I'm like, yeah? Meow! Yeah? Meow! The cursor drop is a bit inconsistent, so you have to find the sweet spot. It's all about learning the aim. What's up, girly? You find a bug, Mogu? Or are you just finding ghosts in the corner? I never know with you. Anytime there's been some kind of invasion, whether it's ants, cockroaches, mice, Mogu is the first to know. So anytime she like starts doing something a little unusual, I'm like, do we have guests? Or do I need to take you to the vet because you're sick? I'm not sure which it is. Cats! We love cats, alright. Yeah! What's up? You want to talk to chat? Is that what's up? You want to talk to chat? Music always reminds you of Atelier for some reason. Perfect. A lot of my inspiration comes from the Atelier games anyway. So, like literally for the model that I have finished but need to get raked, I literally gave them Atelier main protagonist art to show what I wanted the clothes to look like. Know about Atelier? We do! We actually played Atelier Marie on this channel. Oh, Blue, you can't come to chat if you're over there. Yeah. Can you guys hear her? Yeah. Speak your truth, girly. What's that? You want people to vote? Okay, you're gonna go vote now. There we go. Cats always want to be like... The cats always want to be on the stream. Can almost hear was a little overpowered for such a soft cutie. Aww. Too bad. Yeah, sometimes it's a little hard to judge. Usually if I pick them... El Gato, yeah. Usually if they're being yappy and I pick them up, they'll completely shut up. So I was surprised when I picked her up and she kept meowing. Maybe next time that happens I'll remember to mute the BGM. Oh yeah, the doggo as mayor, yeah. Some towns have some interesting ways of going about things. Dubs to the dog. Meanwhile, in Metaphor REFANTAZIO, they're like, an elder? Running the government? That's impossible. That could never work. Meanwhile, on Earth, we're like, doggo for mayor? Sure, why not? More honest than any other politicians we know. Guys! No wrestling! The cats are agents of chaos today. My cats have never properly had a fight with each other, but sometimes I look over and I see the wrestling is getting aggressive. So it's like, hey, stop that. Alright, there we go. Turn the controller on. Direct hit. I feel this in my soul. Nope. Is my batteries for my Xbox dead? Controller dead? I think they might be. So we might have to be PC today. That's fine. I was literally looking at the batteries while I was out, and I'm like, should I get more batteries while I'm out? And I'm like, nah, I'll just wait. Famous last words. Alright, that's fine. It's not the worst game to play. With, the keyboard. Boop. Boop. Okay. I'm gonna have to resize this. pretty decent support. I agree. Sometimes the moving in the dungeons gets a little awkward when it's mouse and keyboard, I find, but it's not too bad. Desktop audio. I'll get this sorted out in a sec. There we go. And I mean, I do have USBs for plugging in my controller, but it's like right now, I'm like, I think most of my USBs are being used, so I'm like, I would have to rearrange everything to plug the controller in, so next time. Yeah! Excited to be back. We kind of got a lot of the hyperfixation out of our system the last couple streams. But it's nice to be back. Alright, for those who aren't in the know, we're in the process of traveling across the continent to our next destination, so there's a lot of just a little vignette scenes right now. Panda, thank you for the follow. Alright, let's get used. Ooh, my mouse is gonna need to fix the mouse sensitivity. When you're like, is that? When playing the game with the mouse and keyboard the first time, you're like, is that my mouse leg or is that like my mouse pad? Yeah, hello. Alright. Mouse. Oh, can I not set the mouse sensitivity? Terrible. Ah, there we go. Mouse sensitivity. We want that decently way up. Let's try that. Ah, much better. Might want it a little more sensitive. You can eat these bugs, according to Hulkenberg anyway. Should try and catch one. No!
What now?
I mean, there's nothing technically wrong with eating bugs, especially, you know, when you're out in the wilds. You gotta get your protein and nutrients somehow. Because we should be trusting Hulkenberg's taste buds. So true. Okay, that's much nicer. Sure, let's talk to Stroll. Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? Sure. Talk with Stroll. The boyfriend.
That reminds me.
What's wrong with their taste? But giant roasted worms sound interesting? I mean, it would certainly be an experience. One of those things you probably would want to try, potentially try once in your life. Other than that, though, I'm like, First Hulkenberg, now Heimsmay. Having more reliable comrades at your side never hurts, but it's too early to celebrate, considering it's Luis that we're up against. As much as I hate to say it, there's no denying he's still the strongest mage out there. We can beat him. We're stronger than he is. Our power is certainly fearsome, but we shouldn't underestimate his either. Remember that human corpse at the cathedral? They say he defeated it all by himself. Not to mention, we have the royal magic to contend with. To put it bluntly, we don't stand a chance in a frontal assault. You have to go, Ranger? That's okay. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. Have a good, evening, day, whatever it is over there. Hi, Luna. How's it going?
Oi.
Oh. But don't misunderstand, I'm only pointing out how difficult it would be for us as we are now. If we pooled our powers, we may be able to surpass him. Nothing is impossible. That's why I've come to believe... nothing is impossible. That's what I've come to believe since I met you. Since you awakened your first power. Whee!
All right.
Imagination. Is it that time already? It's not that late. And they kept talking until dawn. Is this a game by Atlas? It is indeed. It's, I guess we can... They haven't confirmed if they're gonna make more in this quote-unquote series, but it is essentially their newest series, so...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
They used Persona as like a rough base for how a lot of stuff in this game works, but it's definitely very different at the same time. They've at least designated themselves as Studio Zero? Ah, okay. We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Where are they shooting themselves? They already, ripped their hearts out of their chest to awaken, their quote-unquote persona, so, I think they've already committed enough violence to themselves. Left their evokers at home. Plus, this is medieval fantasy setting. Well, no, they have guns. They do have guns. This is medieval fantasy, but it's more like the 1600s, so they have rough firearms. We'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Heimsmay, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of...
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where did you hear UG are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint you, but they're rather more for gliding. Oh, so he's not so much a bat as he's a sugar glider. I see. He's a flying squirrel. Yeah, it's a little steampunk, a little high fantasy. In 2 days, we'll be in Port Brilehaven. We've really gotten used to all this traveling, don't you think? Something like that, alright. Let's see what we can do in here. That's the pantry. It's the bunk beds for sleeping. The laundry machine, where we spend so much frickin' time with Stoll as he teaches us how to iron in our clothes and stuff. The code seems to be, read the Oceana entry. A cursed cemetery. Thank you, house husband, right? You know what? I wanna see. More laundry! You can never do too much laundry. It's Neris's homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind, too. We'll take... Oh! Increase max MP? You know what? We basically made the main character the healer, so having more MP is a good thing.
Understood.
Okay, let's wait. Hold on. Someone else's laundry is in here. I'll go get them. And they can do laundry with us.
The truth is,
Doing laundry with Dad. He barely wears any clothes, though. What laundry are you doing? In truth, I can't stand the hassle of doing laundry. I mean, mood. You know, I once tried to invent another approach to doing it altogether. I called it the bathe with your clothes on. That's the kind of idea, like, toddlers think up. You jump in the bath with your clothes still on, you see, and once you're done, you hang on a beam and dry out, clothes and all, but then you're not really washing your skin. Not a bad strategy, but alas, from this design soon emerged a fatal flaw. As you and your clothes are drying, you become colder and colder. By the morning, I was shivering, and thus the tactic never saw the light of day again. Ah yes, there is hypothermia to think about. Oh my god! Look at his... He's got like a little towel. Now, who does this belong to, I wonder? Well, you ought to take it. Our money all goes to the same cause, after all. I like the way you think. After drying everything thoroughly, we finish the laundry.
Nira speaking.
I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
The city ruins come to view. This place
Whoa!
to the excavation of magla crystals by migrant workers. The
No, not the migrant, not the immigrant exploitation.
Which lured many here. In its time,
Not the migrant workers.
Brilehaven. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed. gripped by fear.
I can fix that. Whoa! This is the wow. The settings in this game are phenomenal. 'Tis truly a harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. You okay, Stroll? Something wrong, lad? Did the Goblin Runner get the best of your stomach again? Oh, Hell's husband also has motion sickness. No. Sorry, I was just reminded of something unpleasant. Are you okay?
Everything okay? Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village, I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. Right, I don't know if the Maglet crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually. Oh, Stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
Yes. I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
All right.
Traveling is good for you. Ugh, my stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? Okay. So I guess Nearest can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important sight to document nonetheless. I'll take the drawings with me to ensure I never forget what happened here.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
I love the little travel segments. It'd be fun to play a game that's literally just road tripping like this without, like, you know, the fear of getting dysentery and stuff from... The day after tomorrow, we'll be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. Oh my god, he's so tiny. I thought he was like a shirt or something. I was gonna say FF15, but oh, I mean, yeah. That is the same energy, but yeah, that road trip does not have a happy ending.
Ah, it's you.
Hello there, I've got altogether too much time on my hands. Let's say we take a little rest and talk a moment. No trace of enemies around, by my eyes, peaceful for now, which means we get to have a little break. By recalling the past and planning for the future with Heimsmay, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend time talking with Heimsmay? Yes.
Good grief.
goodness, time to bid farewell to Martira, isn't it? I can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hail is not far from Martira. The air there agrees with my skin more than Grand Trads. It's nice and quiet. Yes, on this subject in particular, we are in full agreement. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you received this mission from the hidden village where His Highness the Prince resides. Ah, right, my apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice than the Ujif. I'll not pry if you rather not discuss it. There are none alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if that is truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present and the future. If we were all to face the future together, then perhaps, someday, we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from the novel you carry.
Alright.
I love Papa Heimsmay. This is like truly found family because he said like, oh yeah, if my son was still alive, he would have been like your age. So it's sweet to see them interact. I'm glad to have such an opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest evades you, then I will keep you company in its stead. Oh. Heimsmay and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Feels funny after leaving the tension, yeah.
Quite.
The salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Browhaven by tomorrow. Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assume that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, barring passage. Twould seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, Nearest, do remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way? Damn. Oh my god, 30 Celsius! Ew, it's hot! Tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean, the humidity!
That reminds me.
Said the waters around Browhaven are kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. 30 Celsius is hot? To me it is. I'm not good with the heat. Plus, I'm from Canada, so... Before climate change really hit, the warmest our summers got was like 32. And that was stay inside, schools are canceled weather. You're from a tropical climate? I figured when you said 30 Celsius is hot, I'm like, yeah, it all depends where, like, you're from. We've got some, like, Floridians and Texans that are regulars, and they're all like, yeah, when it's really humid, it's not great, but... We're subtropical. It was just 30°C yesterday. Ew. Usually, whenever I do this, like, I'm going to move XYZ to XYZ. I'm like, take me with you. Anytime she's like, I'm gonna move to, like, like Florida or like the equator. I hate winter. I'm like, okay, bye. Guess I'm never seeing you again. It's like, I will follow you anywhere in the world except where it's hot. Then you're on your own.
Come on.
Ah, yes, vacuum. Sure. Strategy room. Gotta work as the house husband. At first glance, the room looks clean. But on closer inspection, there's sand and dust all over the place. Well, we might as well clean it up. There's crumbs of some sort underneath the table. Who's eating at the strategy table? Well, I mean, they have breakfast here every morning. Maybe someone helped themselves to a snack while sitting here making plans. But anyway, I'll tidy it up.
Okay.
Nice! It's practically sparkling. All that's left is to throw away the trash in the igniter and then... Hey, look what I found. We could still use this, don't you think? Where did you find the milk? Well, that took quite some time. It was tough, but having everything clean and sparkly feels great. Yay. I did some cleaning and now it's looking as good as new. Well, a lot better than before. Enemies coming our way! Or so I thought. It looks like it's that Missy's Gauntlet Runner coming for us this time. Ah, yes. Katerina once again. Hey, you lot! Yeah, I'm the Gauntlet Runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch. I've got a sword fuse, you know? And that means if you don't come out right now, kaboom! So the young miss says... Yep.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this lying down. Wait, they're coming aboard at the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge. Here we go.
It's you. So we meet again. Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback. Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either. Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen.
There she goes.
My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Okay.
My cue, I think. As moth proclaimed.
Oh my god!
Looks like you've gotten stronger. So have we.
Alright.
Some darker arts.
With a single fit.
Don't be rude. Nice!
Problems of late and falling back. Merchant!
Not bad, not bad.
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Oh, girly, you're almost finished.
Please.
Going in for the kill.
Whoa!
Stroll, they've sapped your defenses.
Face me.
Girly went for it.
Era
Dun 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 dun.
That's nothing. Last chance to give up.
Let's get on with it. No. Ah! Hack and slash.
Not bad.
Yet.
You'll feel this one.
Ow. Wah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Can anyone heal him?
Magla gather. Apologies. Would you finish it?
Come, heal him.
Shut up! He yet clings to life.
Coin can solve. I won't hold back. With healing power.
My thanks.
Trust me.
There you go.
Are you prepared?
No sweat.
Why? Oh, why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Sorry, girly. We got big goals.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Excellent. I've grown more.
Yay! Popularity 64. Not bad.
I've lost.
Sorry, girly. If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me, but that power of yours is really something. But don't you rest easy, cause I will win next time. Start preparing now, you got that? Okay. Katarina, cheer up! Who the heck is that?
Yeah.
I saw you're a runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Eudorikas? Who do you think I am? Exactly? Pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Katarina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you. Why am I the bad guy all of a sudden?
Oh.
Are all these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end? What other options do platypus like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. I did eat, thank you. Eudorikas, wait. Take this, and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey.
Good news, you lot! Katerina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone, I know times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear I'm gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you, Katerina! I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people. But it'll last them, what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living, and the fat cats are all too happy when the platypus take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeeze us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Well, that'd work. I can't help but wonder if that would solve anything. Honestly, I have no idea.
But
Even now, tons of those people aren't gonna survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know? I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
That's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the platypus are right where they want them. Beneath everybody.
It just ain't right.
They couldn't have the platypus start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is. Not everyone's like that. True. There are people like you, after all. But that doesn't mean I'm just gonna hand you the throne. If anyone's gonna change the world, I've gotta do it with me own two hands.
Thanks.
Much of a sandalphon. It's been long enough I almost forgot we called him Sandalphon. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center, and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep taking these monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. I can feel Catalina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me.
She. Now.
Through the shared bond, new heroic embodiment.
A new power. I'm not letting anyone die.
Pugliest? Okay. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me. Okay. I wasn't planning on it.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
So we'll be arriving tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brilhaven is. I'm sure everything will be fine. Alright. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am? Certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend the idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Sure. I was very taken with the sandworm dish. Oh my god. It is incredible that pairing the unique ingredients of Martira with port spices could result in something so divine, if you say so. When two dissimilar things that would never meet cross paths, an unexpected synergy can occur. Put that way, could not the same be said of our powers? You might be right. I knew you'd understand, as only one who has eaten the same sandwich dish could. Why did she become such a glutton? I swear her character wasn't like this at first. know how sometimes when the powers within us resonate together, they can erupt into a move we never have conceived of prior? She probably works out a lot, so her metabolism is crazy high. True. True. Perhaps the interweaving of these various diverse powers is what we'd call a miracle. The hero kings of yore fought alone and were ultimately beaten. I feel the possibilities available to us as we fight together far outstrip theirs. Choosing to engage with the unknown when you encounter it can bring about the power to change the world. Now I'm really looking forward to the next city.
Now then.
Yeah! Rankle up!
Imagination. Why, that's...
Da 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 da. It's getting late, but not unmanageably so. What say you? Shall we stay up a little longer? Sure. Why not? Who needs sleep, right? We could just sleep in the day. It's probably dark enough in here.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello, Mr. Captain.
We are past face down. Hello, Mr. Captain.
What? Almost there.
Rise and shine. What? Almost there. That face. That's me in the morning. Shibuya meltdown.
It's been a while.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
Oh my god, she's a rich girl.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
Little late to be worrying about that now.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhylehaven.
Yay! The ocean.
Rhylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed
Coastal cities sure are pretty, but I have aquaphobia, so you probably won't catch me going much further than the beach. And by further than the beach, I mean, you'll see me standing on the sand watching the waves, and that's about it.
Alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look, there's water all the way to the horizon!
Why is there a giant sphere of water? Well, the platypus seem to be doing better here.
Different.
Yes.
Oh my god! Nereus is so much darker in the cutscenes than in, like, his in-game sprites. Wow.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Oh no. I'm worried.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics.
I see. And you're the expert, huh?
Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make.
Are you aware that birds can only fly because all of their bones are hollow? The Gauntlet Runners are way too heavy.
You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
Okie dokie.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
Hey, Glottal.
If it isn't the walking headache. Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
You can't be humiliated unless you let people, unless you let it get to you, so.
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Time to hang out outside of town.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
Well, it is fresh. Hope it's nothing too weird.
You've nothing to fear. Truly, I find most living things are edible.
You said most. What have you tried that wasn't edible?
You need higher standards, lady.
If you're sure, Nereus, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Alright. We came all this way to the big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy.
Well, we can only hope they don't kick us out for being an elder.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Oh, it's the smooths. I don't sell much here. Sure,
Can we talk?
I'm going to buy it.
Hey,
Some sort of secret to the store? I mean, I figured.
Proper races. Oh, God.
But we gotta, you know,
Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have.
support their economy. Oh no. Are they just playing? Okay. I thought she was like passing out or something. The fuck are you chuckling about? That was dark as shit. Oh no. Rip. All the birds too. Da, 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 da.
Oh, God. Proper races.
Say,
Hello there.
Hello.
say.
Oh my god. He's got fucking posters.
let's see.
But this guy did it on his behalf. Can't say he seems very popular. We should take his posters down. That's what we should do.
Say.
Hello there.
My money's on Santa Fe's Ford.
Maybe they'll be a bit upset.
All right now.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Say. Say.
Proper races.
Proper racist, I see. You're a proper racist.
Hey, mister.
My money's on Santa Fe's Ford.
Just can't stand it.
Is the
Just can't.
is the in the boat?
Hello,
Oh, we have to cross over. Anywhere you want to go, I'll take you to the far bank. Today I am voted for Sandalphon. Sandalphon is happy to have your vote.
Good choice.
Say.
Damn.
Whoa.
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realized 'twas slowly moving, but its coming to Brellhaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came. I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being reserved, as we've all seen from the Coronation Rock.
Well, Okay then.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. What do I do?
Oh, just the moles. Oh, there's 3 ends. I don't like how this is looking. Loveless? Hello?
Let's rest.
Hey,
Look who's here. You're that elder fella from Artira, ain't you? Guess we both got ourselves marks. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you. If so, because I got tossed out of my ear by the innkeeper. Great. And the one calling itself the come one, come all in. Is there anywhere else to stay? There are 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A platypus or an elder staying there? That bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Corral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say that's where you'll find Louis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
Yes, but
Oh god. Not like I could afford that one to begin with. As far as the other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking Ujif standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Hi, Velmo. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern?
huh?
I doubt we get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. Oh, adorable! I saw you in my tour, didn't I? Another participant in the tournament, right? Were you planning to stay at this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everywhere's full up. Oh, her eyes! After I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time, too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait! That gauntlet runner of yours! The one you had parked in the middle of Martira! Hey, come on! What sort of technology does it use? Let me in on it, too! It's a secret. Wow, stingy! And here I was gonna tell Dad all about it. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. That means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Okay. I'll just punch you like a football, but alright. If that's the way you want to play it, Missy? Lena seems cute, she does. Oh god, where...
Yeah?
Oh, this place?
What is it you require?
Oh my god! Huh, there you there. You have a look about like one of my supporters, are you? No. No need to be shy, dear boy. Finding yourself drawn to beauty is only natural after all.
Yeah.
Beauty is all is my creed, and more than anything, that kid should be beautiful, should he not? No, not really. And whichever end I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace, yes, like the Golden Coral Pavilion. He's got very much the 80s Ikemen look going on. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy is a jerk! I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. Unfortunately, all the other decent inns seem to be full, so we've only got one choice left. I really don't want to, but should we check out this Spider's Den? Well, I mean, it's either that or we sleep in the Gauntlet Runner, so...
What do I do?
Oh my. We're gonna get robbed in the night, aren't we? Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? I have a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes, oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards. This place really seems shady. But we might as well have a look.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
Is that a fucking roach in the corner? What is that?
It's a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Ah!
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
I think that's just a pill bug, but I was not expecting it to move. That's just one of the other inn visitors? Oh, fuck, I was being an asshole, wasn't I? Let's go back to the Gauntlet Runner. Oh, man. But I'm claustrophobic, so I hate those beds. Maybe I'll just sleep in the living room.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Heimsmay? You're scared of pill bugs, but you lived with a sandworm for years? Am I understanding this right?
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
Oh my god.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her. We got no choice.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right.
Wait, are they gonna, like, actually behead Joanna for this?
And face the competition head on.
Jesus.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Dad!
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
Dad, please! Don't be like this.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
You know, in hindsight, this was an interesting game to play on the night of the US elections. I didn't even think of that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
Headpad, thank you. Though well, okay. US politics, headpad didn't work. I probably didn't have it signed in. So, yeah. I probably forgot to double check that the thing's signed in. If I don't have the website signed in, the headpad don't work. You realized it right before I said I'll vote for Sandalphon? Yeah, just totally blanked. Because, I mean, as a Canadian, like, I do pay attention to the US election stuff a bit, especially since I have friends who are in the US, but it's not as much on my forefront, not as forefront in my mind as an actual citizen's would be.
With all skills and talents equal, would you
Remember to vote for your presidents? We have weird chin man and murderous military genius. Ah, yes. Though in Canada we have prime ministers, but yeah. Don't worry, I voted in every single election. Municipal, provincial, and federal since I came of age, so. What was it my parents said? If you vote conservative, which is like basically like closer to right wing, she's like, I'll wonder where the hell we went wrong with you, but I'll probably forgive you if you don't vote. We're kicking you out of the house. It was something like that. Give me one sec. While this guy is expounding his virtues, I'm gonna go refill my water, so you guys can hang out with this guy. Power of Otto!
When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heads.
Don't leave us with this weirdo. I'm sorry, I'm back.
We'll split their fortunes and toast to our help.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Fawn.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand.
Have I seen LeChunk's Evolution, the female pig? Why does it look kind of sexy? I would have to look at it again. Hang on.
And I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Louise's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Louis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's
I'm
words
not
when-
sure what you mean by sussy. It certainly has,
Ah, I've heard of this.
it looks more like it's stoned to
And
me.
the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Oh my god, we're fishing for our dinner? What the fuck? No!
Really edible? It doesn't look quite...
Sorry, that totally blew out the mic. I am... I hate...
Why, tis delicious.
Of course it
The
is.
aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth.
No, it's still twitching. I don't like this.
Crunch it has.
I am really bad with eating food that still looks like it was when it's alive. Ergo, I had a horrible time when my parents took me to the East Coast and they ordered lobster for every dinner. I didn't like it, but I just looked the other way until we went to a restaurant where they literally went and picked lobsters out of the tank in front of you. That was the end of my tolerance.
I guess I'll try a bite.
I don't eat prawns,
They
no.
wouldn't let us fish up anything outright in
I don't eat prawns. I don't eat crab. I don't eat lobster. I don't eat clams. Like, if the meat was separated from, clams, I guess technically it's oysters, isn't it? Oysters and mussels. But yeah, I do eat fish. As long as it doesn't look like it's a fish. That's the thing, right? It has the reason shellfish and prawns I don't eat is because a lot of times they're served with the head still attached. I mean, I can eat a fish fillet, like that's fine. If the food's been butchered, it's fine. My issue is if you bring me a whole cooked lobster and then you, like, you know, you crack its back open. That's what, like, traumatizes me. if you got all the meat out of the shell without me seeing and you just served it to me on the plate, I could eat it. In Asian culture, they'll usually cook the whole fish. I know. I have never been shy about the fact that I am a privileged white girl. Are these my punishment for being a white girl?
At least we'll die together.
You just forgot. Fair enough, I figured. But yeah, like I've had... Just gotta try more of those foods I'll acclimatize. This problem started... How? God. I was a teenager at that point, so it's been like over a decade of me not being able to handle seeing this stuff. I've said it many times. I would be a vegetarian if I didn't have health complications that made it really dangerous for me to be picky with my food. Because my body doesn't absorb nutrients properly. But like I said, I'll eat the meat. Like I've had crab before. Like the claw is fine. I just don't want to see the whole ass animal served in front of me or like thrown into a pot. Please check my clips. I think it's on here, or it is also on, it's definitely on YouTube. Me, no balut for me? Definitely not. Definitely not. But yeah, if you check the clips, there's the scene in Persona 3, the new P3 remake, where Shinji has you preparing live, prawns. I mean, it made for a funny clip, but I was not having a good time. But yes, I will do, oh god. Things are still twitching. At least we'll die together.
Well,
I mean,
fishing. Right.
I'm not against trying it, but considering how easily I gag because of smells, I think I would have a hard time eating it. Like, literally, I was at the bathroom at work today, and I kept choking on the airs. Like, I am so bad with smells. Alright. Push-up, plank, squats. Do the thing. Alrighty, here we go.
It's rather slimy for my liking.
Stroll, I totally understand you.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Tis fine enough without, I say.
Girl, what?
You need way your standards, lady.
Well, I mean, she's traveled the world, I suppose. It's better than being the picky rich lady. Alright, let's start with the push-ups. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, Link. Oof. I actually did a proper workout this morning, so... Just saw the Shinji short, yeah. I would probably struggle with living stuff too. For sure, it's one of those things I think when you get acclimatized to, definitely easier. But spoiled middle-class white girl, I'm like, I have never had to prepare a living thing before. Like, I did a little fishing when I was younger. But then my mom started hating camping, so like, after I think the age of 7, I stopped, so... Alright, the last bit, 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof. Ah. True and proper exhausted now. I did like a 10-minute workout before stream. Now I'm like double dead.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How'd you hear about it?
Hear about all this? It's a crier's business to hear things.
I mean, he does have a point.
So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see.
Got a head right here, I suppose. Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, alright?
Thank you?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Should reach the city by morning. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our gauntlet runner. Nara's ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head back. Okay. Woof.
Look at that.
Yep, let's rest.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh boy, here we go. What the fuck?
Sloshed again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh,
I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
let's all stay
Let's
calm.
all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
Oh my god!
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
What the fuck?
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself...
So what? Bro didn't lock the bathroom door? Is that it?
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
I have so much anxiety over this. I just have a very, 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 very bad feeling.
The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At date when the second round is announced. The faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
I mean,
Brilliant
fair.
healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This dish has great seafood and, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Damn.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Oh boy.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
That's a big fish.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Glodell the Black Hound.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
You sure about that? Well, I mean, it technically is.
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Glodell, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
Good job. it.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Now there's a liar.
Anything less. His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Borden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show.
Oh boy.
Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Here we go.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified.
How about you shut up and you wait?
Wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
She is.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Bard, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Borden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now?
Your
Jesus.
Eminence, a moment! Thank you for your concern, but I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and...
You can join our baby now, I guess? Wow, too soon! You're right, but too soon! I will. I promise.
I promise.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls.
He's a good improviser, I tell you that.
If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents!
I kind of figured they were gonna kill her, so they would be presenting her literal head, but yeah, I didn't think it would be a full-on public execution. I thought we were just gonna see her head on like a table later.
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
$49. And I mean, I think only the naive out of this party didn't realize that this is what was gonna happen. But yeah. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
Man. Oof. I mean, good luck, dude. News travels faster. News travels as fast as the fastest means of communication. So if someone sends a pigeon, you screwed.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
Yeah, what do you think was gonna happen?
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them.
I'm not sure what Stroll was expecting. Like, even if Heimsmay turned out to be a really heinous criminal who was abducting kids, blah, 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 they still would have cut off his head. So, like, what? When it's a man doing it out of just pure greed, it's okay. But when it's a woman who's, has postpartum depression and she's doing it still out of greed, but something born of tragedy, suddenly it's like, oh no, we should forgive her. He's a softie. Who are you calling a pup?
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
The way he kind of like stalked in, I thought he was coming for us.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand man, see?
Are you guys siblings? Your names rhyme.
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating. Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Hey, calm down.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
You only right it or wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it.
Well, that's true.
It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
What? Did you think he was gonna murder us?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
He knew baby Luis.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
I think we do.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Okay.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Excuse you. I'm gay.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
I regret to inform you, I think you've been cast out.
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
I mean, they did kill a duck and pretend it was a human.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
Oh, having a gopher pop by. Now I get it. I was like, what's a gopher pop? Dude thought he was part of the cool kid crew? I think he was briefly for a time, but he's fucked up too royally. It might be a trap.
Don't get cold feet now. We knew going in that any plan to win his favor would be dangerous.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No.
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It's in his gauntlet
Wouldn't
runner?
that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Da, 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 da.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself.
Well, she's dead now, so don't worry about it.
Oh, and naturally, it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
Oh shit, he's got something against us.
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours?
This guy is so ugly. He also makes me think of, what's his name? Solus? From the first Dragon Age?
Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
The bodysuit doesn't help, it sure don't.
And in the pagan
And the big egghead.
Will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable.
I hate the church.
Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Ah, there it is. That's what he wanted all along.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service.
What a piece of shit.
Do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
The most befitting title, Royal Egghead, I agree.
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
This has the frickin' energy of all you need to do is be a good woman, be pretty, and shut up. I wanna play bongos on that fucking egghead of his.
Bella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Sigh.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man.
Do you even speak with us?
Night prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this night prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
Club? We're going to a club? We gotta oonce, 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 oonce.
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Louis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this night prowler.
Off we go. Da. Oh my god, this rain!
Let's hurry.
Oh my god! It's a freaking monsoon!
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
All right then.
Oh, the 2 points are the 2 different, berries. Fair enough. Where are you off to? We work for the city. That's cool. Oh, there it is. Ah! So you're the ones them brothers were talking about then. I've heard all about it, so go on. Hop in right behind me. Look, there's a donkey on this sign. This must be a nice place. They must celebrate. They must enjoy the Fuamoko here. Bow bow. Or maybe the coyote Hakui? Oh.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
Hello.
So it was you two.
Wait! I thought these guys were doggos. But the other guy has a cattail. He's a Scottish fold.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
Damn!
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
Hey, this is like Edwin Elric energy.
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that.
I love Fidelio. Me too. Now that I look at him, he very clearly has cat's eyes, so I don't know why I thought he was a pupper.
It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Okay. Oh god, they're all looking at us. Jesus Christ. We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I like that he's a small package, but elder and kind of feisty. Yes, agreed. Oh man. Sorry, we gotta look alike, don't you think? He's probably like my cousin 7 times removed or something like that. Okay, I'll go back to my corners. The resemblance is uncanny, right? Glad you think so. Choices though.
To be honest, I don't really want to be king.
Of course you don't. If you did, we'd kill you on the spot.
Yay! I picked the right choice.
You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too.
Okay.
Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I don't like Forden or...
Too right. They have no idea what justice is.
I don't know why these Luis decisions in the game make you anxious. It's not like this is the type of the game that would punish you long term. God, though, imagine Atlas just suddenly starts doing that out of the blue. Duna is pretty. I like Rella more though.
Ah, but you had a Sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Huh. Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than Akdaladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
The story changes drastically and you start romancing Luis? Now that would be a game. I mean, considering how popular, like, I'm trying to remember his canon name. Akira in P5. No, sorry, Ren is what they used. Akira was the manga. Ren from P5 and Akechi were such a popular pairing. Same with Makoto in P3 and Ryoji. I wouldn't be surprised if one day they just full-on lean into dating the villain.
Not many get Artel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
I feel like he's gonna eat me. Like that face. Like there's... Like... Basilio is the black cat that is secretly a big softie, but looks like he's gonna eat you. His brother, it looks like they'd be really cute and cuddly, but the second you try and pet him, he'll maul your hand.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
Aye aye.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates.
Uh-oh.
We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and... well, you know how that ends.
Jesus.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Fairy, it's up to you. Yeah.
Wait, me?
You're the only one small enough not to be noticed, girl.
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
You're the one that dragged us into this in the first place, girl. Time to earn your keep. You're the one who was talking about how you wanted to be more useful.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Dun 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 dun.
Where?
It's already sunset. Time flies by so fast.
So?
What time is it? 9:40. Okay. we should be able to get a little bit more in. Around these parts? But you appreciate it? Oh, fair enough.
Hello there.
That's no place to visit after a piss-up, but alright, mind yourself. I mean, we didn't drink anything, but thanks.
Incredible.
Did hit me until we got right up close, but this runner really is huge. Keep your heads out of the clouds, sorry. We'll be flying for a good while anyway. Okay. Hey, boss, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Louise, dead on the spot. Got it? Not shy about making threats.
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Aye aye.
Check this out.
Alright, in we go.
Got it. I'm leaving.
Don't wander off until you get used to it. This place could be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here.
Well,
So stand tall. True.
you're not serious. Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. Okay. Whoop!
What in the...
Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic control locking mechanism?
Yeah.
It keeps a suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins. Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around?
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner, then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
May prove difficult. We will need to acquire them then. Oi! Already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? Sorry. Our bad.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. My bad. Now what have we got here? Are we laying schoolboys in the ranks now? Jesus Christ.
No.
They got Lord Louise's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What? These pissants against me? Okay, Zonth.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Zonth. Get your arse back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Okay, okay. Bye, bitch.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there or are you gonna move? Come on now. Okay, Feedy. Cousin Feedy. Feedy, Aniki? Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. You all stay safe, too. See you soon, I hope. Good luck, fairy.
A beautiful city, Rhylehaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
Oh boy. So what's your plan against Forden?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
Oh, okay.
Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
What is that?
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
Wow.
You hesitate.
No.
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
Oh!
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I wonder how Gallica's search is going. Oh no, am I... Oh no!
Only this area feels any different from the rest.
We're running around as a fairy!
I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
I was gonna say, girl, you can fly, just go all the way up to the ceiling. Like...
Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Figures they'd show up now.
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear.
Oh my god!
Good for us both.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. Don't make ourselves scarce.
Luis is a freak!
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between.
I guess she's secretly on our side.
I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Juna can join our happy family to be our wife. Exactly. Polygamy will be legal when we're king. We will have 2 house husbands and a waifu. Here. Actually, 2 waifu. We need Juna and Rella.
Jolly good. You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's alright.
She's a tiny little fairy. It's gonna take her some time to get back.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back.
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is. I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
Okay.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Oof.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
Me?
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
We'll have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Hooray! Next part of the plot. Do.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He was rather full of himself. Yes, sir. Sergeant Sant, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning. Aye, aye. Well, this seems like a good place to wrap up. Excellent. Yahoo! When's the next time I can play this? Probably the 11th? I might do a lone stream. The 11th is Remembrance Day in Canada, which is like the same equivalent as Veterans Day. So the apothecary's closed on Remembrance Day. So I could do a lone stream, because I'll be off that day. Hooray! Not sure how long I will do, but we could definitely do like maybe 6-7 hours. Well, in a game like this, a decent chunk? Not a huge chunk, though. A decent chunk. Maybe we'll finish this arc, so to speak. Alright. Pop us back over to chatting. I'm glad y'all have enjoyed the stream. Uno momento. Let me just close my game so I can actually have my other screen back. And whoop, there we go. Perfecto. Yes, close the game. We do not. Thank you for your service, metaphor. We do not need you anymore. Alright. Oh, big stretch. So, tomorrow, we are gonna be going back to Clock Tower. Hooray! Last time we played, we got a couple, well, we got one ending, and then a bunch of, like, dead ends that didn't count as an actual ending, because we died. It's not a super long game, because it was originally from 1995, so I want to go back and try and get as many of the endings as possible, so I'll get a guide open for us, and we'll see. We'll see what we can see. We'll see if we can finally get rid of, like, the crazy Miss Mary and all that stuff. So that'll be tomorrow, 7 p.m. EST. For new folks joining us, if you are so inclined. Boop. We've got the moon. We've got DD Cord, as we affectionately call it. The Moonbeam's Discord. I do stream summaries there. We do a watch along every Sunday. We haven't quite gone around to community gaming yet, but hopefully soon. Now that I'm getting a hang of doing community events and stuff like that. Just dropping in for a hi since I see you're ending. Thanks, Jambola. Good to see you no matter how short. So, let me see what who I can throw you guys to. Let's see. Hintoki is playing Homie Cypher, but I want to play that game myself, so let's not. Let's not. Let me think. Wasn't there a new Stardew Valley mod? Let's see. Search by category, star. I saw there was supposed to be an update for Stardew. Let's see here. A new Stardew Valley update came out this week. Okay. Figure that's a good thing to throw us to, especially since yesterday we were playing Fields of Mystria. So let's see here. Who do we got that looks cute? That looks fun. Okay. Let's see. That's all the problem with choice. Is this a creatura? Is this a fellow creatura? Yes! It's a little... I found ourselves a little creatura. They're called Little Kitty Cat with only one T. So let's go. Let's go invade. Let's see. There's our raid message. There we go. Alrighty, folks. Let's hang out with some Stardew Valley with maybe a new friend. If not, just someone hopefully nice and chill while, like, you know, everything in the world is happening right now. Alrighty. So that's gonna be it from me. So, if it's daytime where you are, have a wonderful rest of your day. If it's nighttime, have a great rest when you head on off to bed. And until next time, take care of yourself, wash your face, brush your teeth, eat good food, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Mwah!